Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Going to do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2004 AGCO GT45A tractor that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions, I'll get up close to everything, I'll show you everything that I see, talk about anything that I know on this particular machine. Then of course we'll fire it up, we'll run it through its paces, we'll show you the 3-point and the PTO, we'll let you hear the engine, we'll show you the front pins on the loader and they're nice and tight. Lift the loader, dump the bucket, we'll drive it around, we'll hit the brakes, show you the brakes are nice and strong. Lift the front end up, show you the hydraulics are strong, and then of course at the end we'll lift the front end up and back it up and show you the 4-wheel drive works like it's supposed to. As always, if you are in the market for a used tractor, a used piece of ag equipment, or a used piece of construction equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for equipment find our videos and find our machines, and we truly, truly do appreciate it. All right, like I said, this one is an 04 AGCO GT45A tractor. As you can see here, it is cab with heat and air. It's got 4-wheel drive. It has a Quicke Q20 front loader with the Euro style quick coupler, 16 forward and 8 reverse gear transmission, has 2 rear remotes, 52 horsepower at the engine, and this one has 111 hours. So like I said, here in a little bit we'll fire it up, we'll run it around, we'll show you everything. We'll show you the front pins are nice and tight as you would expect. For now though, I'm just kind of going to get up close to everything, show you the overall condition. As you'll see here, the gray paint on this Quicke loader is very, very bright and very nice, really not peeling much at all around the edges of anything. It's all still really good there. A few little light scratches and stuff here on this loader cylinder, but the loader frame is very nice. As you can see there, decals are really, really good. I'll try to get in close here, and true to what you would think for a now 22-year-old machine, the decals are starting to get a little thin there. You can see the orange is showing through a little bit on the top of those decals on the where they were originally white up here, like at the GT45A. It's hard with this loader in the way for me to get too close, but you can kind of see there where that the decals are starting to just show their age. A few little light scuffs and scratches up here on the side of the hood. You can, I don't know if you guys can see them when I get up real close. The orange paint is still very bright. I don't know why or how, but there's several very light, small scratches up here, just on this side shield here, the engine. But that paint is very bright and reflective. You'll see how reflective it is when we get to the other side. Taking a good look here at our front tire on this side, obviously very, very deep tread bars there. Obviously you can still read the radial stamp here in these front tires. Really not much weather checking for 22-year-old rubber. Real light checking in there. I think it's been stored inside its whole life, so that's a big part of why you don't see much weather checking there. Side walls look good. Taking a little step back, front rim on this side is really good. That gray paint is still really, really good. A few small little chips in the paint on that outer edge, but no huge dings in that outer edge of that rim. Down here on the black paint's probably the quote-unquote worst, if you will, as far as it's just getting kind of thin in some spots and shows some surface rust where the paint is thin. You can see it here where that paint has kind of just flaked off and gotten thin. That paint was never the greatest to begin with, and you'll see any of the spots here where it's got black paint, it's getting a little thin down here on our steps. Our fenders on the sides, you can see that black paint is bubbling and just shows surface rust where it has either flaked off or bubbled off. The plastic fenders are in really good shape. A lot of times you'll see where these got destroyed. This one is very, very nice. Obviously with low hours, that's what you would expect, but like I said, if you get up close, you just see where that paint's starting to bubble. Again, it's 22 years old. Underneath the fender over here, again, that black paint where it has flaked off or like dirt and mud has come up and flicked up and hit underneath side of this fender. It's just chipped off and there's a little surface rust underneath there. It's really hard to get in here with this camera setup. I'll try. There you can see just where the paint has flaked off of the fender. There's some surface rust. Looking at our rear tire on this side, as you can see there, very, very deep tread bars. It's hard to get underneath where this fender is, but again, you can still read the radial stamps there in these Goodyear tires. Tread bars are very, very deep. Like I said, lots of life left there. Again, really no weather checking inside there, in between the tread bars or on the sidewall. Rear rim on this side looks really good. Again, really no big dings in the outer edge, just a few little small little chips here and there if you get up real close to it. Coming around to the back, 3-point arms does have the extendable 3-point arms. I don't know, they might be a little, that one's loose. This one might need a little attention to get it a little stuck. It's probably never been used to have these extendable arms on this side. Drawbar is very, very good. 2 rear remotes. I'll try to go nice and slow in here. Let's just see this, everything back here on the rear end. Everything looks really good back here, nothing out of the ordinary. PTO shield's in good shape. Insides of these back fenders are good. There you can see, pretty darn nice there. Coming around to this side, looking at the lenses. Lenses look good on this side. Same thing over here, both those lenses are good. Looking at the rear tire on this side, matches up really well to that other side. Very, very deep tread bars. You can still read the radial stamps here. Up underneath side of that fender, again, just surface rust where that paint has flaked off or chipped off. Sidewall's really good. Looking at the rear rim on this side, again, looks really good here. No huge dings in that outer edge, just a few little, get up real close to it, there's a couple little chips here and there in the paint. This rear fender on this side, again, the plastic fender, the extension that comes out is very, very straight, nothing out of the ordinary there. And as you get up close to the metal part, that black, like I said, you just see some spots where that paint's chipping off or starting to bubble a little bit. Steps on this side are nice and straight, nothing out of the ordinary there. Front tire on this side, again, very, very deep tread bars. Again, you can still read the radial stamps. Real light weather checking. I don't know if you guys can even see it here. Sidewall looks pretty darn good. And taking a little step back, looking at the front rim on this side, again, that gray paint is pretty darn good. No huge dings in that outer edge, but if you get up close, there's a few little small chips here and there. Nothing out of the ordinary for a 22-year-old tractor. Looking at the side of the engine enclosure over here, again, nice and bright orange paint here. There you can see how bright and reflective it is. Just some real light scuffs. Again, the little light scratches on the sides. I don't know where they came from, but they're there. A couple little small paint chips right there, but you can see very reflective, very bright. Taking a little step back, looking at the loader arm on this side, again, nothing that looks out of the ordinary here, nothing that looks cracked or welded or plated anywhere. Very, very nice. Back side of that Euro mount coupler looks good. Looking at the bucket still retains 85% of the original black paint. No big bows or dents or dings there in that bucket. Everything looks really good there. Up here, small little grill guards in good shape. Both headlights are good. Down here, top of the hood, that all looks really good. Let's see if I can pop this hood with one hand. And I cannot. Not easily. Well, we'll go to the side and look at the side of the block the best we can here. We can get a pretty good look at the side of the engine over here. Okay. Taking a good look here. Nice and dry. Does have a block heater. I don't see any oil or antifreeze or diesel running anywhere. There you can see the side of that hood pretty good. Back side of that front axle, everything looks good there. Down underneath. We'll go over to the other side. Okay. Taking a look here again. Nice and clean. Don't see any oil or diesel running anywhere. There's obviously, if you get up close, there's some dirt and dust in here. You're seeing it, how it came to us. There's some dirt in here. We'll show you inside the cab here in a minute, and it's a little bit of dirt in there, but front axle looks really good. The oil pan looks good over here. We'll take a look here at the cab, the interior. Top side of the cab looks really good here. That plastic up there is good. Nothing out of the ordinary. Nothing looks busted or cracked. Glass all seems to be good. I don't see any cracks or spider webbing any of that glass. Back here on the back, that looks good. I'll try to lift the camera up a little higher here for a second. Both those rear work lights look good. Coming around to this side of the cab, everything up there looks good. Again, all the glass is good. Front of the cab, that all looks nice. Nothing out of the ordinary there. Front steps on this side are good. Pop this door open. Looking at the interior here of the cab, again, like I said, there's a little bit of dust and dirt in here. We didn't clean anything, so you're seeing it how it is. There's some little bit of dirt and mud still on the clutch and brake pedals, but otherwise no cuts or tears here in that floor mat. That rubber is kind of just showing its age. It's a little kind of warped, I guess is the best way to say it. But all that texture, all those little knobs and everything are all very, very tall. Still has some of the plastic on the seat. Obviously the plastic's a little torn. Armrests are both in good shape, present and accounted for. In here, this kind of vinyl cover on the inside of the fender well is still really, really good. Over here on our controls, 3-point and our throttle, all the decals are still very, very legible. Your 2 rear remotes. Our gear shift levers, you've got a 1, 2, 3 and a 4 here, and this is your high, low, and reverse. Loader controls, everything looks good there. Steering wheel is good. We've got a tilt steering wheel here. Let's tilt that down out of our way. And as you can see here, the dash is very, very clean and clear. You can read it well. 111.31 on the hours. You'll see on our website it was like 111.19 or something like that when I took the photos. We've done the operational video. We did that yesterday. Didn't have time to do my walk around video, so but the hour meter works. You'll see that if you go look at the photos. It's 111.31 now. It was a 111.19 I think before. Again, a little bit of dust and dirt up here. That all would come out if you really wanted to. Headliner's good. It's not really sagging at all. Fins are good here on the HVAC. AC is cold at the time of this video. All these fins are good. I don't see any water stains or anything here in our headliner. Really not even a little bit of dust in a couple spots, but no grease stains or anything like that. Your control lever, toggle switches up here for your lights and your windshield wipers and stuff are all really good. You can still actually see the decals on those, which obviously being a lightly used, low use tractor, that's what you would expect. This black plastic here on the dash, what we call the cowl, that's all still really good. A lot of times you'll see where this gets real faded and busted. This is all really good. Down here, those little rubber boots are still really good on the shifter columns there. All right, like I said, this is a 2004 AGCO GT45A. Lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll try to answer them for you. We'll fire it up and get right into an operational video.